We are family.
In this time that we're in now, people like the smell of fresh shit.
Everybody's podcasting shit now.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy, the Good Trump. On here with
ain't shit good about that motherfucker.
Here this nigga go. With you know who it is, TJ the. I'm not saying that.
Hey, look, I've been wearing fucking gray sweatpants around here because you know I'm trying to get comfortable, right?
Uh-huh.
So the other day I had a client walk in and she looked at me and she's like, do you have on any underwear? I'm like, what? I look down.
Oh.
So yesterday I have a client come over. She had what she thought was a drastic thing. And on the way out the door, she's like, give me a hug. You just saved me so much money. And I tried to give her a church hug and she came all the way in. You know how they do when they rub their thigh up against your meat?
Uh-huh.
Bitch thinks she slick.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She's trying to rub over. Fuck it. I got like 6 or 7 pair of gray sweatpants. I'm going all the fucking way in. Whenever I leave the house, I'm letting these women know I'm advertised. God damn it.
Nigga, I don't need to know all that. That's the way too much information for me. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. This is a little chaotic now. Just sent to your. We might have a couple of people on tonight, but anyway.
And stop the shit short. It ain't like we got work to do tomorrow.
Right, y'all ain't going nowhere. Shit. You know, right. What does it mean? What you gonna do? Quarantine in jail? You know? So, TJ, what's the topic of the show tonight that you came up with?
I wanted to talk about all the ladies out here who are independent, who what's the city girl say?
Hot girl something?
Something hot girl summer.
Oh yeah.
I don't need no man. Well, it's a quarantine now. Government shut in. They're telling you to shut in. And a lot of you bitches don't know how to do nothing. A lot of you can barely cook. If a light bulb goes out, you can't change it. If the switch goes bad, you can't replace it. You get a flat tire, you can't. If you ain't got a motherfucker that's with you right now, you bitches is living awful. Nigga try to run up in the house and take your ramen noodles, you can't do shit about it. So I wanted to talk about all of the single ladies out here who probably right now are regretting the fact that they single. By choice. By choice.
Right, by choice. Exactly. It's always by choice.
I keep seeing it, bro, and it's fascinating to me because, you know, I've been saying something about this, you know when we did the last show.
Uh-huh.
I said something about this. I said it's more serious than we will want to give it credit for. That is something going on that they're not telling us. And as long as it's fucking with their money, it's something to take serious. That was the indicator to me. When the market started crashing and people started losing and watching their fucking 401k go up in smoke, I said then, this shit is serious. Y'all can keep making these memes all you want to. But I'm about to get ready to hunker down. So I want to give you a bunch of water, a bunch of food, dry goods. I got a machete. I got a couple of knives in here. I got some walkie-talkies, some water filtration system.
What, you getting ready for the zombie apocalypse?
And I got a 12-gauge Mossberg with about 200 shells.
Well, I got some buckshots in here.
I got some buckshots. I got some slugs. I got a few
I got some slugs.
bird shots to warn you motherfuckers.
Because I couldn't get a gun because you know the wait is 14 days, so it's either rifle or shotgun.
Shotgun or rifle, exactly.
Shotgun, rifle, right? So I got my
taking no fucking chances. Because see, out here, well, in the state that we live, in case those that don't know, we in Maryland, and motherfuckers was going around in Bowie, Maryland, with a vest on, a mask, and a clipboard, going door to door.
Yeah,
I know people door talking about let me in. I have coronavirus tests to take.
How dumb can you be? Come on, they would have said something like that on TV.
Trying to victimize somebody, you can't never be too dumb. And he was looking for victims. The first two people didn't let him in. The third person, he walked in their house because the front door was unlocked. And the only thing that saved them is because the dog started barking and took after him. So, it's going to be some motherfuckers that's using this as an opportunity to victimize people.
Right.
It's going to be some ill-prepared people who run out of food, who run out of water, who ain't taking the necessary precautions to make sure that their houses are straight. They're going to be looking to victimize people. And all I'm saying is you want to imagine that I got blood over my doorstep. Because if you come to this motherfucking door with some bullshit, you're going to find out that the angel of death is on the other side.
Yeah.
And when I racked that bitch and I pointed at you, I'm going to fire. If the barrel goes up and is aimed at you, you better get the fuck up win, because I'm going to shoot you dead in your motherfucking ass.
Well, I tell you this. Let's hope it don't get to that. But for all these people now rushing to the store, you should have been prepared. You should always be prepared because you never know when it's going to go down, how it's going to go down, and it's crazy. So you should be prepared. Like I always go bulk shopping. I mean, certain things you don't get in bulk, you know what I'm saying, because it'll go bad because there's so much of it. But paper towel, toilet paper, all that shit, you should always get in bulk anyway. Because you don't know, plates and all shit like that. You should always get that shit in bulk anyway. Why are you rushing now to get in bulk? That's why when all this shit went down, I wasn't stressed. I'm like, well, shit, I already got a whole rack of, it's just me and this motherfucker. I already got a whole rack of toilet paper. Shit, I don't shit, but 20 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So
this what happens in my house. You know, I got the water cooler and the 5-gallon tank that sits on top of the water cooler. So one day it's 4. The next day it's another 6. The next day it's another 5. Then come in the house, 2 cases of water here, 2 cases of water there, 2 cases of water here. And the folks ask me, why you got all that? I just shot dirty looks. I'm like, you don't understand what's coming. Why you water filter? I said, what if they poison the water? The water get contaminated. I don't drink sink water. But I'm able to get that.
But here's the thing: at least you go out and you got it in segments. You didn't buy 20 cases of water at one time.
No, I would have if I could fit it in my car.
Oh well.
I mean, because like I said, I drink water, and if this is gonna go on as long as I suspect it to, I'm suspecting it to go on into the summer. And the reason I suspect it to go on into the summer is because if you look at where the areas are that are heavily infected, well, the areas that are not really infected is either hot or tropical climates, which shows to me that the virus doesn't survive well in heat.
Right.
In Jamaica, they have, I think Jamaica has 11 cases. You look at different countries in Africa. Africa, the whole country only has like 10 or 11 cases. And 9 times out of 10, those are white folks that went somewhere and came back with it.
Right.
The fact is, these hot places, the virus doesn't survive well. So I believe that once it gets hot here,
right,
we'll start seeing the transmission and the communication of the virus starts to taper off because it's not going to be able to survive in the sea.
Right.
That's why I think it's going to go into the summer. And if you're not prepared, there's people that ain't even got 2 weeks worth of food in their house. Like I was talking to my sister, she said, yeah, I went and got a case of water. A case? You're supposed to drink anywhere between a liter and a gallon of water a day. So how's the case going to last you? Well, if I run out, I just come over there to where you at. Oh, no. No, I'm going to be able to drink. I'm going to be like, you remember that skit on Dave Chappelle where he was like, MTV Cribs, where the motherfucker had like pterodactyl eggs. He was just being wasteful.
Yeah,
I want to be wasteful with my shit. I don't want to have to motherfucker conserve it.
Right.
You decided that you wasn't gonna take what I was saying serious and get what you need, and then turn around and fuck around, and now you fucked up.
You should have more than what you need. You know what I'm saying? Or more that what you think you're gonna need. That's you know, that's some obvious shit. But I want to ask you something about this. I found this, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. I know you probably seen it, but it's going around now. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, that's going around now. And
this coronavirus really is a blessing to a lot of people.
It is.
Because there's a lot of fuck shit going on right now that people ain't really talking about like that, because the only thing we're discussing is the coronavirus is being shut in the house. But the reality of it is a lot of people is catching a lot of shit. Like Umar, ain't nobody talking about Umar no more.
No.
Like Umar's an afterthought. He's sheltered in whatever hotel he is. And this is gonna be the funny part. Because see, it's my understanding that the motherfucker is homeless. That there was an eviction, that there was an eviction notice at his apartment and he was set out. But of course, because he's hustling that money and stealing that paper for that school, he going around staying from hotel to hotel room, but hotels are not cheap. So if he's staying in a hotel that's costing him anywhere between $70 to $150 a night over the course of 30 days, that shit adds up.
Why is he homeless?
Look, this is the same nigga who was taken to court for child support for his daughter.
Damn.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't pay attention to that nigga.
Yeah, he was taken to court for child support for his daughter, and he claimed that the reason he hasn't taken care of his daughter for 6 years, 6, not 1, not 2, not the numbers in between, but for 6 years, is because every time he wanted to see his daughter's mother made him come visit his daughter at her mother's house, like a supervised visitation. So because of that, he said he wasn't going to take care of his daughter if those were the circumstances that he had to take care of her in. So they he pretty much, he's been going around, staying different places.
Right.
And now that the coronavirus, that he ain't got nobody to talk to unless he gets on some kind of streaming service, and he's selling it all now.
We got a special guest here.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, TJ.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. If I was close, I'd grab your booty.
Hold up, stand up real quick. Stand up, Chris.
I'm in a quarantine. I might let you. No.
Okay.
Hey, I'm corona free. I come over there and eat whatever virus out of you that you got.
You know what? Don't start that.
She ain't saying no.
She didn't say no.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
right, I didn't say no.
So we was talking about all this toilet paper stuff, but I wanted to show you something about people in their toilet paper. So let's play this. Wait a minute, let me stop it.
Are you taking all my shit and showing it, nigga?
I gotta bring it back up again. We had a little issue there. Hold on. All right, so
others didn't get to the toilet paper.
Toilet
paper is essential, and you're about to see why people need to go ahead and buy them alive.
Is he wiping it? Is she? Oh. Yo, I am undone. What the fuck?
Oh, that is hilarious.
Hold on, hold on. Let me pause this while we bring our other special guest on the line. Hey,
what's coming on?
Who's the other special guest? Hi, what's up, Trump?
What's up? How you doing?
How are you? Is everybody sipping? Everybody sipping.
Everybody should be except him. He's sipping on
a toast to everybody.
Yes.
That's all.
I'm sitting on the Izzy. I don't fuck with alcohol.
Shit, I do.
Alcohol make you have sex.
Me too.
Normally wouldn't.
I wanted to play this again. You came on right on time. I wanted to play this for you because I know you've been going on a lot of rants on your regarding this Corona thing. So this is for you. Let me get that thing back up there. And hold on here. So let's
like child abuse. What the fuck?
All right, here we go. We're gonna start this over again. So here you go. Can y'all hear it?
We can barely hear, but we don't need to hear his commentary. Sweet Jesus.
Right.
What is this?
What is going on?
You ain't got no toilet paper. I'm not gonna let your ass be all motherfucking shitty and you got perfectly good fur around to wipe your ass with. It's unfortunate that it's on a small animal, but
I did say at work, I said, yo, if I run out, I'm gonna use the cat. Fuck it. Listen, you come here, kid. Meow. Come here, bring your ass in.
Yeah. Let a kid have a small head. Yeah. And I ain't got no toilet paper.
Trump, you just gonna wipe your ass on the corner of the bed.
Shit, nigga, please. I got so many wipes
now all the way up the side of the bed.
I got about 4 more of these. Wipes. I got 4 more of these here.
No, you don't have the wipes, Trump.
Huh?
What kind of wipes are those?
Disinfectant wipes.
Oh, the 7th
that on your asshole?
No, nigga, I'm just saying I got wipes. Use that on my asshole.
Come on, nigga. That's fucking disinfectant wipes.
Come on, what I look like using that shit on my ass now? Nobody knows. You don't know what you do in the time of desperation.
Are you trying to lighten your asshole? Is what you trying to tell us?
Hey, look. If I ain't got shit else.
TJ got them dude wipes. He look like he got that shit.
Yeah, he got hat. He got on them
towels.
No, the fuck I don't.
All you gotta do is shave your beard off and wipe. Use that.
Oh God.
You making beard jokes?
A handful of grass.
You know what happens when a cup is gone?
Just know that the jokes will come back fine at your ass.
I already know that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Right.
But we have 2 beautiful women on the line. Chris, of course, and how you pronounce it?
Arne.
Arne.
Chris, nice to meet you.
Hey, girl.
So y'all have something in common. Both of y'all know Ms. O.
Both
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of them what?
Huh?
Both of them what?
No, Ms. O, my co-host on Monday night.
Oh.
Hey.
That's a profound.
Yeah, she's good people. She's real good people.
She is. She is. Her and I get along so well. We're both Leos, so like we understand each other on a totally different level.
Well, we wanted to bring y'all in here because TJ came up with a great topic. I think one of y'all could relate. I don't know about Arne, but what's the topic again, TJ?
Shut in and single.
Shut in. Now,
is the coronavirus gonna make you regret having that attitude towards relationships that you had up to this point? Trump, what you think of that?
Especially when that governor come on Monday and lock this shit down, which I think he's going to do.
You really think that's going to happen, though?
Yeah, it's happening all over.
Well, but the thing is that he didn't come on and say anything today. I mean, I don't want to divert from the topic. Although I am married, that doesn't mean I.
Wait. What's going on here?
Oh, it's upstairs. I took a shower.
You in the house, you don't have to wear a ring in the house.
Oh man, that ring ain't never supposed to come on.
Ain't nobody else don't see her. Shit, he know he's married to her.
Right. Listen, when I went into the studio, Trump and Sterlo were acting the fuck up about my ring. So that's why they were asking where my ring was. And that's always a question every time I come on here and I don't wear my ring. But, you know, even though I'm married, at one point I was single. And, you know, I used to really be out there, not as far as like having multiple partners, but like I used to dance at the strip club.
You used to be a stripper?
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, that pussy was in the game.
I know you look familiar.
I started at Good Guys, and then I went over to JP's. When JP's burnt down, then I went over to Louis Rogue on 5th and K.
Oh, I don't know.
None of them strip clubs, and I strip
Well,
club.
So my question is, and
That's
I
the
want and I'm
bougie
trying
strip
to be
clubs
fun,
where
but
you
do
can't
strippers
touch
pay taxes? Is that like tax free? Like, how does that work? Seriously.
well, there were. It really depends on the strip club, right? So when I was at Good Guys is actually on Wisconsin Avenue, and JP's was right across the street. But at Good Guys, they actually paid the strippers almost like they pay waitresses, where you make like $2 and some odd cents an hour. And so yeah, you get taxed on that. Now you can claim your tips, but of course, most people never did. You know what I mean? And then because that game was so shady, you could honestly just talk to the owner and be like, hey, I don't even want to be on payroll type thing. And that's what a lot of girls did. Like a lot of the veterans, they were like, no, I'm under the table. Because you got to think about it. Like, you know, anytime the man has his hand in your money, other shit is being, you know, tracked too. And a lot of these girls, they were drug addicts. You know what I mean? They were distributing drugs, all that kind of stuff. So you don't want you don't want that trace. But yeah, so it's like back then, you know, yeah, I would have boyfriends and yeah, whatever. Never slept with any, you know, customers, never did that. That was like a code for me. But you know, there would be times where we'd be in the house, or you know, I'd be stuck in the house, whether it be, I don't know, a bad storm or whatever, and you like, damn, you know, like
you need some dick.
Shit get kind of real in here. Like, who am I gonna call? So no, Trump, I can relate to this.
So listen,
but not now. You good now.
I keep lots of fresh batteries. I grew up with my grandparents, so I'm used to being by myself and entertaining myself.
What are you using those batteries for?
Huh?
What are you using those batteries for?
And my vibrator, sir. Don't act like you don't know.
Right.
It's all up in here.
That was the whole point of what he was saying, was that you know, I don't care how many vibrators, it can't take the place of having that male. You can't watch Netflix with your vibrator.
That's true, but at the same time,
the vibrator is not going to fix the toilet when it breaks down.
I'm used to my own company, so it's like if I don't see anybody for like a day or so or a few days, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, so, I agree with her on that.
The piece is worth the price. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, yeah, you know, sometimes I would, but at the end of the day, I really don't need it.
And a lot of times that urge,
you know,
once that urge is released, we don't necessarily have that mental need for it anymore.
Right. It's like,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you
know, when you feel like you need it, once you get it, you're like, it's almost like we turn into a nigga. We like, oh,
right. You go like, that motherfucker was ugly anyway.
Yeah. like you leaving yet? Like, don't you gotta go?
And there's no kids in my house eating up all my damn food. I got all the snacks to myself.
Y'all ain't shit. You talk all this now, but let us go into day 10 in our quarantine. Okay.
I will be. Let me tell you.
Day 10 in our quarantine. You be saying all this shit.
Jobs, and I'm used to robbing Peter to pay Paul, being in here chilling to save money. It's a regular day for me.
Well, right.
I seriously, no, for real, I am unbothered.
Chris is military, so she has some survival skills that she obtained from her training.
But I think that women in general have survival skills. I think that y'all really underestimate us.
No, I think what
they do.
No,
they
no,
really
do. I think you underestimate the importance of having a man in a situation like this. Because if you're a single woman and you don't have a firearm and you don't have any kind of martial arts training, and somebody decides to run in your house, to take your noodles, to take your water, to take your cookie, you are not equipped to defend yourself. And that's something that men are put here to do naturally. If you have some kind of catastrophic event which requires physical strength, unless you're working out at the gym 6 days a week and lifting heavy, you are not equipped to take care of that. So I think that women...
So you think that other single women can't band together and get it done?
You are quarantined. We're talking about.
But if we got to go outside and hunt for Doritos and honey buns, you don't think we're gonna pull together and get it done?
Here's the thing with a lot of women. Women, they are more about the here and now. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking 10, 12, 14 days now. Right now, you feel invincible. So in about 14 days, on day 14 of this fucking quarantine, let's do this again. Let's revisit this topic.
No, let's do it like this.
Y'all go ahead.
I'm not a religious person.
How much lotion y'all got on deck, single niggas?
How much lotion
y'all got? You know
how much more we got on deck?
Chris, they sure as hell ain't got enough toilet paper to catch you.
Lotion. But how much lotion you got on deck?
They might have enough lotion, but not enough toilet paper.
In the last week, I've been molested by 2 fucking women just because I've had on gray sweatpants.
You probably got that wrong right now. I'm messing with the 2 women.
Because I got plenty of food. I got plenty of motherfucking food. I got plenty of motherfucking water. I got plenty of shit to drink. I got plenty of rounds for my motherfucking 12-gauge shotgun. Any woman will feel very safe and secure up under me. So it wouldn't be hard for me to get somebody over here.
But do you think that that's because you're a man, or you verbally providing them that security? Because I've been with plenty of men that are men, and I don't feel so safe with them.
Right, I seen dude. He's a police officer. Motherfucker scream when he saw a spider. I don't feel safe with your ass.
Yeah, or really? I don't feel like, especially like if we're not committed, I don't feel like you would take a bullet for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would still kind of question like my.
So again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier.
Oh shit.
This is about women who have prided themselves in being single, who've prided themselves in not needing a man, who prided themselves yada yada yada. Well, when the rubber hits the road in a situation like this, because maybe about a month or 2 ago, most people didn't have the foresight to see that we would even get to this point. Trump will tell you, when we did our last show, I said something about it. I said, this shit is going to get worse. It's worse than what they're fucking telling us. Get ready to hunker down. I said this on the last Boom show that we had, because as a man who comes up and culturally, I have to know when danger is around. And see, it's like an example of when you at the club with your guy and y'all got your girlfriends and y'all got your guy friends and y'all group get into it with another group and the girls take off and they start fighting. They're fighting with reckless abandon, right? They don't have the peripheral vision. They just black the fuck out. It's what I see. It's what I want. It's what I don't want to do. They don't see the motherfuckers going in the cars and getting guns. They don't see motherfuckers going in the trunk and getting baseball bat because they didn't black out. Me as a man, I have to be aware of all of that. So in saying that, I'm saying that in 2 or 3 weeks, your pride ain't gonna be a motherfucking thing when they decide to close the grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
They decide to shut the gas off at the gas stations.
Mm-hmm.
They decide to shut off the ATM machines so you can't go and get cash. Now, situation like that, as a woman, do you know what the fuck to do while you've been walking around here?
But TJ, if you think about it, I'm 41 and I've been single the whole time. I made this far right now. I mean, you think I've never
got this far right now? It's not a fucking quarantine. You've never been through a quarantine.
It's not about the quarantine. It's about having basic fucking life skills. If you don't know how to, if somebody says stuff coming down the pipe, you think I don't know as a single woman, hey, who's gonna put gas in my car?
You take me to
who's gonna go to the grocery store, i.e. put stuff in my deep freezer? Who's gonna know to buy candles, buy batteries, and not my vibrator for the fucking flashlight?
There she go.
On clear supplies, stock up on medical things. I know how to do these things because I've been out there.
And
so
not only that,
a woman, it's about being a responsible adult and know how to fucking survive on your own, having basic.
No, it's not about being just. I go back to what I say. You have military training. Your military training.
It's not necessarily about the. It's not about the military. It's about being
certain military. You know that. You know that they condition you for extreme circumstances.
No, technically, no, they don't.
Like this.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
It's a difference between I've been doing this on my own this far to we're facing something that we've never seen before.
But then who's to say that yes, you're right. We're facing something that we've never faced before. So who's to say that a man is more equipped for that? Because he's never faced it before.
Exactly.
Because we are men.
I get a little bit of cold weather training. I'm
Enough
not a
said.
Navy SEAL. I'm not an Army Ranger. They don't put me out there in those types of extreme conditions. So we get in fact, I really don't know any more than you do, to be honest.
Army,
I don't get specialized training, but I do have common sense.
Correct. Yep.
But let me ask Arne this. Would you want to do this if you had to without your husband?
Let's say that I wouldn't mind it.
That was a closed-ended question. It required yes or no. Open-ended means that you can go into a whole soliloquy and explain. Would you want to do this? Would you want to be in Chris's shoes trying to find batteries around the house?
Got some big
Because the dildo batteries are running low. Would you want to do her without?
I'll take them out the remote control.
Would you be okay? Would you be okay in that situation, or would you prefer to have your man there?
I would be okay in that situation only because I have been in situations that
like
I have had to figure it out, whether
like
it's quarantine or not. Even if it's a situation, even if it's not a quarantine situation, but an extreme situation that I had to figure it out, I've always figured it out. I think
what you all are doing is, I ran out of my car. That's the situation.
What? No.
Or my rent money is short. That's the situation. Or I need some money for the kids' clothes. That's the situation. We gonna
TJ, stop downplaying
quarantine during the pandemic.
It's not a downplay.
I got charcoal in my garage and I got a grill. So I know if the electricity goes
but
out,
you don't cook.
I can still cook my damn
Right, you don't cook.
and a can opener.
You can't cook. Ass.
You said you don't cook. You can't cook.
Ass. You don't cook.
I cook.
No, I can't cook. I don't cook.
Well, that's why you quarantine by yourself.
That sort of kind of don't nullify what we said. We said that you don't cook.
That's why you quarantine by yourself.
But here's the thing,
and I'm good with that. My food will last longer. I'm good with that.
Even if she doesn't know how to cook, though, she will figure it out, right? And that is that survival.
The Bible says pride goes before destruction.
So you think I'm gonna be fucking for a pork chop? What you saying?
I'm saying that pride goes before destruction. Like Trump said, let's revisit this in a couple of weeks.
14 days.
When your head is woofing and your eyebrows is bushy.
The nail salon's closed.
I ain't been to the barbershop in 2 weeks. I'm fine.
Chris, don't worry about it, boo. I'll do your brows. I'll do your lashes. I'll do whatever you need me to do.
But then you gonna run out of
time. So shallow, superficial.
And they travel to essential personnel.
Yo, you know what? Y'all want us to admit that we weak and come crying to y'all for help, but it's not gonna happen.
We don't need you to admit to that. I think Arne left. She got mad.
There she go.
Look, Chris, as fine as you are, I know me getting pussy.
Don't pump her head up.
The chances are very low, so I'm not coming after where you at.
That's fine. You
ass on the line, and because it's
you
gonna kill all your own spiders.
This is what's gonna happen to anybody that come in my house.
I can't hear y'all.
Place, this is what's gonna happen. This is me going after the ass.
You take me to him. Take me to the son of a bitch.
TJ, you
take me to him. Go. Where's the son of a bitch? Where is he?
I'm just. Where did Arne?
Y'all aren't I need to back up. Where she go? But y'all just want us to say
she was having some problems.
Y'all not gonna happen.
Let me tell you why I'm fine. I'm good. And I'll tell you why. I've stocked up on a lot of stuff, but I'm mainly good. Where you go? There you go. I thought she did. I was about to say, look, I'm good.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
I'm back.
I stocked up on a lot of shit, and I'm pretty good. This is why I'm good. Okay, and I got some more. I got some more in the car. Okay, that's my bar. There's some more in the car.
Don't make me show y'all my stash. I'm good.
Yeah, I know you.
I got all kinds of stuff from the Dominican Republic, from Mexico. We got everything over here.
How long you been married, Arne?
We are going on. This year will be year 4.
You sure?
Oh, that's terrible.
We
answer that question.
Then they get mad when we forget.
Because
they get mad when we forget.
Because we've been married. We've been together for 13 years. So yes, this is.
So y'all was together when you were stripping?
Yes, that's how we met.
Oh, he used to be a Ben Klein.
So,
Oh.
did you have any concerns about you being a dancer that he wouldn't marry you because you were a dancer, or did you just not really be concerned about that?
He said, in order for me to get that pussy myself, I got to make a commitment.
Them are some nice lap dances, boy.
It got to a point where my oldest daughter, she was really young when I had started, and she was getting older. So like she was starting to realize what I was.
So she was starting to twerk a little bit too.
I mean, just a little bit. There was one day I had to bring her to the club with me, and she started twirling around the pole.
Oh,
and at
no.
that point, I knew, because we were, well, when she came to the club, it was just for a meeting. We weren't open or anything. And she was twirling around the pole, and I was like, yeah, maybe it's time, I don't know about
time for me to hang him on up
for too much longer. But the truth of the matter is that it was an experience. I learned a lot of survival skills.
Oh, I know you did.
And
I'm gonna twerk for some steak.
Hey,
Hey, how much toilet paper you got over there, girl? Boy, you going? Hey, look, twerk for some toilet. It's like, let me stop. Go ahead.
Look, why my husband he just came in the room and he was like,
who did that?
Sir.
That's what
my
your
husband.
Just
my
now?
husband.
Just now?
Yes.
That means it's time for her to go.
Motherfucker.
Wait, what happened? What I missed? What happened?
I'm earning these goddamn quarantine benefits.
Yeah. See, quarantine ain't shit for her. She's good.
But you know what? Even when, let me throw this out as an example. When we had the snowstorms, and when was this? A few years ago, and all of the lights went out, all of the electricity went
Was that
out.
about 10 years ago? It was like Snowmageddon and everything shut down.
Everything went out. Like people were without electricity for days on end.
I remember that.
That is. When you're in that situation, I was very much single, right? But
and you bring up another good point. I grew up in South Carolina. We had hurricanes where the lights went out. What would we do? Shut up.
Did y'all have a man around?
No, we didn't have a male around. And
actually, I was younger, and my grandfather was there.
Bingo.
Go ahead, Arne. What you said? Because I ain't listening.
Grandma was smart enough to know to make sure Mr. Willie got locked down in case of a hurricane.
Hold on. First of all, TJ. She couldn't even log on here correctly. So what that mean when shit go down in 10 days? You couldn't even get on here, and it's just a click of a link.
Y'all just want us to be weak. That's what it is. Y'all want us to depend on y'all. That's what it is.
No, go ahead, Arne. I'm listening to you.
That's not an equivalent, though. That's
so you
not
said
an equivalent.
You were single in a snowstorm.
So when I was single in the snowstorm, it was just me and my oldest daughter, and I had to figure it out, right? Like everything had went out, but I knew that I had gas and I knew I had a lighter. So what did I do? I opened up the oven and you light that motherfucking whatever it's called, and boom, there you go.
The pilot.
Thank you. But I knew what to light though. I knew what to light.
But you knew what to do. You knew what to do. You figured it out.
How long were you out without electricity?
I was without electricity for about 6 days.
Damn.
Yeah.
6 days.
For 6 days, and
you ain't got time to cry, dude. You figure that shit
all
out.
of my food that I had in the fridge, I put out on the balcony inside of the snow so that it could stay warm. And
You said put it out there so it can stay warm.
I mean, stay cold. Stay cold. You know. Listen, you know what I mean.
You need a man.
Lord,
you know what I mean.
Please don't let this quarantine go too long. Oh Lord.
But at the end of the day, y'all, we figure that shit out. Anybody
figure it out.
Cry and shit, we figure that shit out.
Right.
Okay. Well, like I said, we're gonna revisit this in 14 days when we all stuff in the motherfucking house.
Cool.
And
absolutely fine, because I already know what I gotta say.
Well, you good. You got a man.
Without my husband, I mean, y'all can't do everything.
I beg
you. Y'all can't do everything.
I beg to
differ. Look at my face. They
can't do everything.
Now we can cook.
We can cook too.
Well, I know Arne, you cook every night. I know TJ cooks. Yeah, so yeah. So 3 of us can cook on here.
I can cook.
You can cook.
I even have a grill.
A grill that you on Facebook asking everybody how to use it.
You got a freezer full.
No, I just asked everybody opinions on seasoning the marinade. I said I was gonna follow it. I just wanted opinions.
opinions.
I just like,
Or you
I like
wasn't
interaction.
you wasn't asking no opinions. You was trying to find out how to do it on the sneak. You wasn't asking
no.
Oh, they trying to come for you. You got.
Don't make me post a picture from like 5 years ago. I was grilling some steak. Don't play. I know what to do.
Anybody can grill a steak. You flip it.
No, they can't. No, they cannot. Dude, let me say, I had somebody up here.
Everybody cannot.
She knew how to put charcoal on the bottom grill. She had it under the grill. Like, who the fuck?
So you can cook. You just lazy.
It's not necessary. There's nobody in the house but me, Trump.
Or you haven't got none of that bomb dick yet that makes you go in there and hook a steak up.
You know what? I'm gonna have to be with Trump on this because I remember when me and my husband we were dating, and I remember he laid it on me so motherfucking good. A bitch was in there making chicken parmesan. I ain't made it since, but I was
hell no. I don't care how good it is. I ain't cooking.
It's still in the kitchen. Right before the podcast, still in the kitchen.
My last session, the motherfucker, he offered to cook breakfast, but I ain't had no eggs and shit. I felt kind of bad. I was like, yeah, I was real single.
Chris,
like,
you hear that?
I can make you. I bet you I can make you get up and cook a whole fucking meal with a salad as the.
Say what?
I bet you I can get up and make you get up and cook a whole meal.
This.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
This.
You want to test it?
You got my number?
I bet you he screamed before I do.
I bet your address won't show up in my phone.
Ooh, Chris. Ooh.
Exactly.
Just make sure there's plenty of alcohol around.
I got Jack, Remy, and Tito's. What you want?
I don't drink.
By the time you done, you will. I'm gonna get that ass right, TJ.
I'm a motherfucking embed.
I'm gonna get his ass pregnant. What you want?
Right.
Embed your skull in the headboard.
You talking shit. I say we revisit that in 14 days as well.
You scream like a bitch. I ain't worried.
I'll make sure we find out a way to get y'all.
Look,
don't be talking about you want crap in your legs. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want you putting your hands on my thighs to stop me from getting full penetration. I don't want none of that shit.
That.
Are you sure?
The only thing you can do is bite the pillow because I don't want your neighbors to know my name.
Okay.
At a house, you good.
I'm in the townhouse. They ain't gonna hear shit.
Okay. She told me that.
You want to do it on the deck too? Come on.
Not on the deck with the grill.
On the deck.
If your address show up in my phone, I'm on the way. How about
that? Hey, look. Now this is
that.
TJ, do you see this? This is day fucking 0 of the quarantine.
This is
and she talking shit.
Talking shit.
On day 0 of the quarantine.
We're gonna do the TJ and Chris Chronicles. He wanted Trump. He wanted.
Look now. RNA got disconnected. I think that's her husband.
And suck that dick.
Yeah, that's what she got to do. Speaking of that,
sketchy quarantine Wi-Fi.
Yes, yeah. You in the house too, girl. You better get that Wi-Fi straight before you get that dinner straight.
No, I'm in here.
That's that Verizon Wi-Fi right there.
You
better get your ass in here and fucking do what you do.
That's her husband telling her. That's her husband telling her, get your. Oh damn, there you go. How you doing? Hey.
First of all,
I heard all that. Off when you need to, like you gotta like pay attention to the kids and shit. You gotta turn the Wi-Fi off.
No, you know what happens is that when I get an incoming call, it like kicks me off. So whenever I do these live streams, I'm gonna have to go on D&D.
So what you got dial up?
That's her husband calling from the other room.
She got Sprint.
I think that's what I was playing with that.
Her husband calling from the other room.
She got Sprint. I'm telling you,
get your ass up here. We got dinner.
Rings.
Okay, dinner. I already ate dinner. I'm full. Now I'm ready.
It is not day 1. It is day 5, sir.
It's no official quarantine yet. You can still go out and do what you want to do. Right, when that shit becomes official,
I mean, you can do what you do, but what you want to do might not be.
They ain't doing that shit. I went to Home Depot, and they said up on your back. I'm like, and I tried to move up. Dude moved up behind me. I want to be like, get the fuck away from me. It's 6
you threw that
Why
shit
on my back?
Well, that's one of the things that I've been experiencing, Trump, with Instacart. Is like, people are literally all up on you. And I'm like, social distancing.
Like, back your ass up.
Like, back your ass up.
I went to the John today. Let me tell you how crazy white people are about this shit. I went to the John today, and I just went to grab a couple of things. I did all my shit. I just grab a couple of things.
Hopefully no toilet paper, because I ain't found shit yet.
I did my shopping, my bulk shopping, like a beginning of March before this shit blew up. So I'm good. So look, I go in the Giant, and this lady behind me. Here's what don't make sense. It's a white lady with gloves on. She's handling shit with gloves on. Then she takes the gloves and scratches her face.
Oh my God.
What the fuck do you have the gloves on for?
But that's why they're saying to stop wearing masks and stop wearing gloves because people.
That's what I was saying
use
the other
them
day. Too.
correctly.
Like, forget the mask, wear the gloves. From what I understand, I still work in a hospital. I talked to one of the doctors talked to me. She said some surfaces it can survive for 3 days. Yeah. And in fact, I come in through my garage now. I take everything off in the garage. The clothes I have on, straight to the washing machine.
You butt naked.
I wipe down.
That's survival, y'all. That's survival.
Credit cards, a bleach wash solution. I leave everything downstairs. Bleach wash solution. Wipe it down.
Yes,
and
that's how you do it.
Oh yeah, you in the high risk zone anyway. You old. So look, all right. So about the Giant thing. So I finished. I go in the Giant, and then behind me is this white lady, and I'm all the way to the front, and she's way back there, and she's like, and the lady's like, "You want to put yourself?" I'm social distancing. And then, no joke. And then the lady behind her was like, "Well, do you want to move up, man? Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me right now. I'm not comfortable with you talking to me."
But you know what, Trump? But you know what? That's some real shit. Have you ever seen the movie Outbreak?
I have not seen it.
Okay, so you need to watch that movie. It's an old movie, but
is that the one with the monkey?
Yeah, exactly. And so it showed there was one scene where it showed how this deadly virus was spreading, and people were in a movie theater, and one guy was infected, and he coughed, and it showed like the little droplets going all throughout the movie theater, and how one girl was laughing at the movie, and the droplet went in her mouth. Let me tell you something. So my ass was in Aldi's yesterday, and people were trying to talk to me, and I'm like, because that shit is real. We laugh about it, but it's very real.
But I worked in biomedical research for years where I actually had to put on the whole pamper suit with the fucking respirator shit with the air circulating through the suit. So it's like I'm used to like stepping in like bleach foot baths, washing my hands, gloves, decontamination, all this shit. So this like, and again, being single and quarantine, all this glove, quarantine, foot bath, wiping shit down, it's nothing new to me.
Yeah. And that's how y'all should be doing anyway. So Trump, TJ, y'all doing that?
Cause like, it's surprising. Who the fuck don't wash their hands?
I wash my hands.
Well, apparently, in America because they
in my house. I go take a piss and then go eat my cereal. I don't need to wash my hand after touching my own dick in my own house.
You gonna be touching it again anyway, your lonely ass. Anyway. But I was in the lady rubbing her nose with mayonnaise, ma'am.
But they really don't understand. They don't get it. That's why I'm like, I don't understand why y'all are even wearing these gloves and all this other stuff. Because
I would rather you do the gloves than the mask, though. I'd rather do the gloves. But then I got
I'd rather that people actually wear both, because there's plenty of people out here hacking it up and not covering their mouth. You know what I mean? Or sneezing and not covering their mouth. People are infamous for doing that shit.
So one of my coworkers in the hospital, she sprayed everybody with Lysol. I call her Lysol Lucy. She stays strapped. Everybody. I'm like, oh my God, you're going to kill us for cancer before we fucking die. Yep. COVID-19.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did Trump go?
No, I went to go refill.
Let's go on to that next subject, because I'm
going to go fart.
I'm having another conversation on my Instagram right now, but go and post some pictures up that I sent you, Trump, especially that last. So, former Tallahassee mayor.
I can't hear y'all.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Former Tallahassee mayor in Florida. Running for governor, Andrew Gillum.
This shared to Facebook.
Was found in a hotel room, butt naked, with a male escort.
Trump, you there?
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down in Miami, and he's married with kids, but he was in a hotel room with a white male escort. The men they had
What's going on, Trump?
What?
Post the full picture. He tried to say,
he let me get it.
He was trying to say that he don't use drugs, but I think there's a bigger problem here. Trump's in that. So those are
all these
that
images.
If you do some shit, check them phones at the door.
He got crystal. They found crystal meth in the room. They found a towel, I think, with either a condom or a dildo, but they blurred it out.
Hold on. I had the towel. I don't know what happened to the towel. I can't find
Okay, but show that letter. So he's in rehab right now. According to him.
I hope he's socially distancing.
His wife is socially distancing from his ass.
Right.
You post the last one that I sent you, nigga?
What the towel?
No, you didn't get the last one that I just sent him.
I don't know why I can't hear him.
Why you
me? You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. I can't hear TJ.
I don't
Trump,
know.
is this on Facebook? Is this streamed to Facebook too?
No, it's on YouTube and it's on Twitter and Periscope.
Well, Twitter.
No, Instagram, Facebook.
No, not Instagram today.
But yeah, he got caught out the bag. I think a lot of people are getting in trouble, but they're happy that the coronavirus is going on because they ain't talking about it.
I'm trying to get that last picture.
I'm sure a lot of people have the coronavirus going on and got to talk about a lot of shit.
Yeah, because you know if they was
Trump, why I can't hear CJ?
Oh,
that's your fault.
Yeah, that's your phone.
That's your shit.
I can hear you and I can hear Chris though.
Disconnect and come back real quick.
Oh my God! Now I gotta disconnect again.
I mean, not disconnect. I mean, hold on. Oh, can you hear him now?
I don't know why.
Oh, no,
everybody else can hear me and she can hear y'all.
No, I can see his mouth moving though.
She
don't look too hard.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that right there.
I don't know how to use some motherfucker mics and shit at the house. I'm like, am I behind the power curve and shit?
Yeah, well, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. But let me see if I can get that last picture up that you sent me, because it wouldn't download for some reason. So
I'll be careful what I say around them too. You know.
Yeah, you better be careful with the shit around me.
Yeah. Be careful what you say because you don't know what's gonna happen.
You know what, Arne? Listen, that's TJ say because I saw him a couple weeks ago. He acted all like,
don't you even, Chris, because you know the last
all shy, I didn't want to say shit.
Oh God!
We did that big show, and then we went over to what was it, Friday? And you sobered up and you turned into a goddamn church girl. So shut your goddamn.
What you talking about? No, I didn't. I thought you act because I actually complimented you that night because you were concerned about me. I had nothing against you. I don't know what happened to you.
What you mean? What happened to me? You don't know what happened.
You was talking about, oh, you got no man, something about oil in my car. Like you were being really cool. You being concerned. You was being real chill, and then it's just like
because I thought you was about to drive drunk, and I was gonna volunteer to take you to the hotel across the street to make sure you had a place to sleep.
Oh, okay, look, we're gonna end this in a minute. All right, so look, all right,
I'm kick your ass.
We're gonna come back.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You still got my number?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I say during this quarantine, y'all go ahead and do a little something there. And you know,
yeah, we're gonna have a baby because of little Corona Isha. Come on.
Do what? Have a what?
Corona Isha.
Oh, ooh. I think you need to stay home. We know that biological clock is ticking. I don't know if you're ticking too much because you look
the baby window is like fast slamming shut, okay?
The baby window is shut.
That's your child or your grandbaby.
I don't know about TJ. His baby window. I don't think his baby window.
My baby window has been
that motherfucker closed at all.
Both of the motherfuckers be in Pampers at the same damn time. Like, what the hell?
TJ, you don't have no kids?
Shit.
They come to hate.
How many kids you got, TJ?
They come to hate.
How many kids you got?
It comes to hate. It's
you shouldn't blink. What's going on?
Answer the question, TJ.
I have 5.
What?
Yeah, I got 5.
What? Time
Go ahead, Trump. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you do that. I'm done.
You know, now that Brian is going, you taking his spot.
No, I'm letting that. You see, I was quiet, right? I'm gonna let you do that. I ain't gonna.
You know you want to say it. Go ahead.
I do, but I'm not going to. Go ahead.
Motherfucker.
So Arne, now we know what that mouth do. How many kids he got?
My mouth is very
I got a basketball team and shit. Oh my god.
Yep, somebody let me skeet in them and produce 5 children. How about that?
Oh, Lord.
TJ, how old are you?
Out here making copies.
40 years to do that.
You said what?
On?
What you say?
What's going on?
He said, "How old are you?"
How old you think I am?
We're not playing these games. How
He's
old are you?
31 with 5 kids.
Shut the fuck up.
31.
Take a guess. Take a guess. Take a
Plus
guess.
20. 31 plus 20.
31 plus 20.
You can't.
75.
You can't offend me by whatever age you get unless you go too high. So how do you think?
I wasn't gonna offend you by your age, sir. Calm down.
No, I'm just saying you so don't be afraid.
You qualify for that early bird special when it's time to go to the grocery store.
Shut up, Chris.
Oh shit. Okay.
We'll see you. He gonna shut up.
I hope the motor burned out on all your fucking clit stimulators, nigga.
I still got 10 fingers.
All right. All right.
I
All the writers and all 10 of them motherfuckers.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. What you gonna use, a ceiling fan behind you, Dad?
That's fine too. Damn car battery. Just up to the damn truck battery. I got an SUV.
God damn, what bottle is that you popping open there? She already popping over her quarantine wine bottles already. Damn. I saw was a big ass bottle about as tall as, god damn, and she didn't even kill that joint. That joint's still practically.
But yo, for me, he got Jack Daniels on sale for $14. Y'all need to go over there and hit that shit up. I'm telling you.
I showed you my bar. And that's not even everything. I still got something.
Hold on. I'm gonna plug y'all for a second. Can y'all, how you flip this shit around? Hold on.
How you gonna survive quarantine? You know how to flip the phone around.
No, you don't even know how to operate your phone.
You don't even know how to operate your phone. You gonna be in 10 days going to get the phone.
That's a fucking alcohol.
Oh
yeah. Thank you. Don't ever call me an alcoholic.
Yes.
I gotta put this shit away too, but you know.
Look at that. Oh, you are messy. You messy too. Oh, boo.
I didn't even say, shut up.
Oh,
I can't show y'all my stash because I just bought my house, so my house is.
But you got kids, so you get a pass. But she ain't got. It's just her.
Well, I have.
And that's right. I got 3 floors to run around and by myself to act a donkey, and I got in quarantine with nobody but my damn self.
This is just
that's
a little.
You can't even turn your phone around. You couldn't even turn your phone around. What makes you think you're gonna survive 10 quarantine days? Please.
I got quarantine days to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because as long as you got them batteries,
I can't hear you, Arnett.
As long as I got King Jesus, I'm gonna figure it out.
I can't hear you. What'd you say, Arnett? I couldn't hear you.
I said because as long as she got them Energizer batteries, she'll keep going.
Damn right.
Oh Lord.
And I have to take
what? You don't need those Energizer
people
batteries.
say the remote control. I'm gonna take them out the remote control. I'm gonna be alright.
Then you gonna have to get up and walk your ass over to the TV.
Not take them out the remote control though.
Out the remote control.
So let me ask you, at being married, you and your husband. Oh, wait a minute.
That's me.
What the hell? You want 2?
Let's show y'all what's in my house.
Now we get an echo.
Oh hell.
Hold on, I gotta mute one of your
But all
mics.
13 of his kids.
Who is that, Trump?
That's TJ. And
Damn.
Oh, shut up.
Don't talk to me like that, baby daddy.
He looked like he do a lot of things in that chair.
Ew.
Ew, what?
That's that type of chair
that chair got some crusty spots on it.
what the fuck is this? MTV? Yo, crib? Crib?
Trump, you
so y'all showing alcohol. You motherfuckers is gonna die.
What the fuck are you taking us?
I got healthy food.
Where we going?
I got is alcohol. Everything else.
See all that fucking water?
Don't nobody give a fuck about no water.
This nigga just wanted to show off his house.
He jacking off in there. That's why he down there.
He just wanted to show off his big ass house.
Right. I'm not impressed.
I would take y'all around my place, but all I gotta do is turn the camera one way. All I gotta do is turn the camera one way, and you seen everything. Look at that.
He's like, here go my bathroom, here go my TV.
Wow, there you go. You seen the old crib. Boom.
Everything.
You see?
So my question for y'all is,
Chris, you know how small my crib is. You been here.
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
don't do that.
It was a business meeting, and all she did was play my.
That's why she was faking on me.
All she did was play my PlayStation VR.
Trump, you smashing everything that come through Rip Radio, bro.
I ain't smashing nothing. Please. Oh, really, Nick?
No,
Oh, really?
no.
Oh, okay,
No.
you got your little shot back, huh? Oh, okay.
But anywho, moving on. So, what's the one thing y'all want to accomplish while we quarantine?
I'm trying to turn a gay chick. I'm trying to turn a gay chick straight.
Impossible.
Not
You gonna get that corona shit? Don't do it. Don't do
You can't
it.
turn her straight, but you can make her like that.
She'll like some dick. I know a dyke already that like dick, but she want dick. She's curious about dick.
Sir.
What are you planning to accomplish?
And I'm gonna give it to her.
I'm gonna clean my
house.
house.
Hey, look, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna put this to her nose. I'm like, you like that, don't you?
I'm gonna practice my makeup.
You like that shit, don't you? Don't it smell fresh and clean and un-corona like? You smell that? No, ain't no corona in here. Come here, come on in here. Come on back into. Come on in here. Come on back into the where it all goes down with the Joker on the top there. Come on now. Look at that. Look at that. You got my man on there. He's watching everything go down right there. That's the right. Oh yeah, that's where it all goes down with the silk. Oh come on now. Oh yeah.
Trump.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Aren't those house
Trump, pull it back. Come back to us.
I'm sorry.
Those are household cleaner wipes, sir.
Yeah, they are.
I can't.
But they smell fresh.
So what? You don't want to put them on your ass?
No, I'm just letting you know. In this time that we're in now, people like the smell of fresh shit. You want to smell. What? What you say?
It's gonna burn. Nobody's gonna get anything.
Nobody. Who said we're gonna wipe this on somebody's body?
I'm just saying, you was waving around like it was some currency or something. I just don't.
You go ahead and
Trump,
around with your
I don't
grill.
know how many girls you gonna get. You only got 2 pillows.
Nigga, I don't know. I got 2 pillows. I got 2. How many you think I need? You don't. That's all you need.
You better go to IKEA before they shut it down.
Trump.
I got a living room too, motherfucker.
That bed is for fucking a petite woman.
What?
Wait, Trump, show us the bed again. Let me see.
The bed is like the mirror in your car. Things look smaller than they appear.
Oh.
Nigga, that's a full size bed. You ain't
nigga. This is a queen. Go fuck yourself.
You still not doing much damage in that queen size bed.
What? Oh, really? I'm not. Oh, I've done damage.
Means that you don't make a motherfucker run.
I've done damage in that bed.
Y'all.
If you came in my room while y'all showing off y'all big ass houses and shit,
you full of shit.
And Chris is phony. She's fake. But if you came in here and you saw how much room I had, I can't get nothing but a fucking full queen size.
Get involved in this.
But it works.
You just asked me if I was gonna make you run, and I said you full of shit.
You just gotta make sure she got alcohol in her. When she don't have alcohol in her, she's
right. She's when she ain't got alcohol in her system. But when she was drinking and sitting on my lap and rubbing on my meat, I was like, "Oh, I might get some today." But then she got sober after we went to motherfucking Fridays, and then she's like, "No, nigga, I'm going home."
Yeah, I just touched that little Vienna sausage. I did.
You wish. Oh. If it was a Vienna sausage, you wouldn't have sat there for 2 fucking hours. Stop.
You mean 2 minutes? It was
I don't remember none of this.
Trump, go back to that.
You would sleep at the table, Trump.
She said on my lap. She said on my lap.
Sitting on it for 2 hours because she was trying to find it. She was just trying to figure it out.
Hey.
And you know what?
I was trying to do a thorough explanation, but you know.
What's going on tonight? You stay out of this.
Do you see?
She
got meat already. She need to stay out. She got meat waiting for her. He probably like, when the fuck you getting off this?
No, she need to stop exercising her jaw muscles because she gonna need the motherfucking break.
Yeah, you already seen what he was.
We ain't got nothing but time, space, and opportunity. What's up?
Hey, look, got the shirt on. Well,
yeah, he just gonna wait till the kids go to sleep so they won't be busting in the room. And
all them kids, all of them, all of them.
Wait until who go to sleep?
Your kids.
His basketball team.
Wait until who go to sleep.
Your kids.
Basketball team.
Wait until who go
Hold on.
to sleep.
Don't you got a teenager, don't you?
Yes, I have a almost 16-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Oh, I know that you gonna have to slide around.
Listen, Chris, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother motherfucking day.
Was there Mad Dog 2020 involved?
Huh?
Was it Mad Dog 2020 involved?
No, Patron. But
what y'all talking about? What happened?
Her kids,
a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old. Y'all keep up. Keep up.
Well, you gotta lock the door and keep it quiet with the 16-year-old around. You know that.
But we look at that gap, 16 and 6.
I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, my 16-year-old talks more about sex than I motherfucking do. And at the end of the day, she got here somehow. She knows how she got here. I got a whole motherfucking husband that I can fuck whenever I want to.
No, but let me trust me. You don't know. Speak for somebody from experience. I don't care how old you are as a child. I don't care how mature your parents is. You know they fucking, of course, but no kid wants to hear or see their parents fucking. That is traumatic. It will fuck with you for the rest of your life.
This is true. I'm not leaving the door open for no motherfucking porn session. All right.
Turn the TV up.
I heard my parents fuck one time.
Me too. That was
my
traumatic.
father was the correctional officer, one of the toughest motherfuckers in Cook County Jail. But if he brought his motherfucking ass out that fucking bedroom after doing that to my mama, and let me hear.
Did he bring his handcuffs home with him?
I would have fought that motherfucker. Now I would have took a vicious beating. But nigga, don't you be having my mama in there hollering like that. The fuck is wrong with you? Y'all make that go to sleep.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, you can talk to your daughter all you want. She can talk to you about that, but that is traumatic.
Trump. We have a single family home. Her room is all the way on the other end of the house.
Okay, that's cool.
We are good.
Okay, y'all good. Y'all good.
We are good.
I want you to know that if you do that and they hear it, they're gonna be traumatized.
They're gonna be traumatized.
Oh no! Listen,
if being single, I can do it anywhere I want to in my house.
Let me tell you what happened to my boy. And it was the worst kind of traumatization. If that's a word. It was the worst. What happened was this nigga, he didn't hear it. Now, it's one thing to hear your parents fucking. It's another thing to come in and see the shit. But no, it gets worse. He didn't see his father and mother fucking. He saw his mother giving his father.
Oh. Yeah, I would have fought my father.
No. It gets worse. It gets worse because he told me the next day at school he was like he couldn't even do no work. He was like this the whole day at school. You know when you back in junior high school, you switch classes. Me and him had like 3-4 classes together. The whole time he was like this, and he told me he's like, man, it gets worse. Now I'm like, what? I caught him at the very end when he was buzzing in her mouth. I was He is, to this day, and we're both 41. To this day, he's traumatized.
I can understand that. I can understand that.
Probably why he ain't got no kids. He traumatized.
Well, he probably ain't got no kids because they're all being swallowed. He probably learned from the best.
Hey, that's the best contraceptive ever. Swallow them. How many babies y'all got, y'all?
So
now, of course, I got questions. But
who's the human condom here?
Silence. You ain't nothing. Nothing on that one. They're deep in thought. Like, oh shit, how many babies do I got in my stomach?
But I grew up with my grandparents. I never heard them. I heard my aunt, my uncle one time in the room next to me. I was kind of like, ooh, but I never heard my grandparents. Never. Thank God.
My grandparents too old to fuck anyway when I was born.
I probably smelled the big gay. Just
I heard my parents one time. I never walked in on anything, but I will tell you, I took my kids on a Disney cruise about 3 years ago. And the hotel we were staying in, let me tell you something. The way white people have sex is funny as shit, but they were so fucking loud. I wasn't sure whether to be concerned or to be like, oh yeah, she's really getting hers, because they were like, oh, the whole time
on a cruise.
Hot,
You know, white people worried about that shit anyway.
Maybe a shelf fell on top of them. They need somebody to keep.
Oh, honey, would you like to have intercourse tonight?
How would you? You like this cock? Does this cock feel good to you? You like this?
They love that word, don't they, Trump? They love that word.
Yeah, cock.
Would you like some fellatio?
It's cock. No, they don't say that. They like suck my cock. And then you little cunt. That's what they do.
I'm here to fix your watch.
That's why when I fuck white girls, I'm just saying, when I fuck, she must call my dick cock. I don't want you saying dick if you white. Say cock.
Oh God. I'll be like, where's my drawers? I gotta go. I'm not even feeling this shit. Bye.
Tom, did you just make an admission that you fuck white girls?
I fucked white girls before.
How was that?
Yeah, how was that, Trump?
Absolutely magnificent.
Black girls, how was it?
Absolutely magnificent.
What's the difference?
Really?
What's the difference?
Yes.
Number one, they don't ask you to tell me when you about to come. That's number one.
We don't all ask that though.
Well, yeah, that's true, but most of y'all do.
That's irrelevant.
I mean,
Number one, you can get ready to do what you
want
want to do without them saying what you about to do. And number two, I'm gonna tell you straight up.
They let you put it in their ass.
Nope.
Just say it.
I can get ready to say that. Number. What was I getting ready to say?
Number two.
It's actually number three.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
Because inquiring
Number
minds
one,
want to know.
they have no inhibitions.
What do you mean?
Like you can say let's do this, let's do that, and they down for it. And if they haven't done it, they're going to try it.
I'm going.
So yeah, you're right.
I'm agree with you with a caveat. I think white women have no inhibitions when it comes.
So TJ, you fucked some white women
before?
before?
Let me finish. I think white women have no inhibition when it comes to fucking black men.
They don't.
I don't think their sexuality towards their own men is the same as when they crossing over into taboo land and they fucking with black men.
Oh, that's true.
I agree with that.
That's true. And this is why.
Because see, a white woman having a conversation about fucking you tonight on a night like this, and the conversation of sex come up. She's serious. She about that life.
Yeah.
She ain't just talking shit like Chris.
What?
Yeah. See what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm saying right there.
So do you think that they're more inclined to like follow through?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
When it comes to black men.
What? But why do you think that?
I honestly have no idea, but they are.
I think because the opportunity for them to have sex with black men isn't as
they ain't gonna waste their black fuck like Deanna.
No, it's not gonna waste their black fuck. It's just that they want to do it, but it's not readily available to them. So when it is, they leap on top of it, as opposed to a sister who get offered from dick from black men basically every day.
Dick pics, all that shit. Yeah.
Dick tease and talk shit and play games until you just lose complete fucking interest because you know it ain't gonna never happen in the first place. Some black women have grown to be more attention whores than anything. They just like the fucking attention.
They get off on the attention.
Just go, the dick is available. Black dick is available.
You don't get off on the dick. You get off on the attention.
Yeah, because y'all throw dick at us a lot. We can go to the grocery store like, hey, you want some dick with your cucumbers?
Okay. And well, take it
you
or
want
not.
some dick and milk? Okay.
That's men in general.
Dick and potato chips? Okay.
That's men in general. If white men had the courage to approach black women and didn't have this, and black women didn't have this stigma that they had bad attitudes, white men would do it just as much as black men.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's talk about this. What bad attitudes? Because I feel like that's a generalization.
I said a stigma. I didn't say that that's what it was. I said to white men, black women have a stigma of having bad attitudes. So
and that's true. And we actually don't.
Huh?
I said we actually don't. We cool as shit.
But here's the thing. He got to uncover a lot of layers to get to find out how cool you are. You know what I'm saying? There's also layers before we got to get to that shit.
So if you come acting like a human being, we ain't gonna act a donkey either. If you come
out
acting crazy shit, we gonna act crazy too.
Big bullshit because you do act like a human being is another fucking excuse for that.
Which would be what, Trump?
Here's the difference.
You tell me, you the woman.
Here's the difference between.
But I'm cool as shit though. I act in, I respond in kind. So you act crazy, I'm act crazy.
Here's the difference between black men and black.
You come as a weirdo, I'm acting a fucking weirdo. What?
Black men know what their value are. So we always seek to increase our value, either by going to the gym, by buying that nicer car, by buying that bigger house, by buying that motorcycle. we try to add to our value because
go make another drink, Trump.
We know what our actual value is.
Quarantine, I'm trying to resolve.
Sisters, on the other hand, are like somebody that's holding on to a property for sentimental value is really worth $250,000, but they think it's worth $1 million. So they feel like you should see them in a certain way because they think that they're more valuable than they actually are. So the only enhancement they do are physical, and that's not even for us. That's for other women. But
at the same time, I see these stupid ass memes. It's like, oh yeah, y'all, you respect women, but y'all should give us something to respect. Tell me about.
You know what? This is why I don't engage in this conversation because it's too many. It's too many blame people. Like y'all do this, but y'all do that, but y'all do this, but y'all do that. So I don't engage in these conversations because it ain't about listening. It's about if we do this, y'all get attacked. And then you got,
and that's why I like to date because I'm agree with you, Trump. It's too many. You got to say this to get this. You got to do this to get that. It's like this shit's exhausting.
Really, you just not patient.
And that's nothing to do with patience. It's like, why do I have to like do something to get something?
But then here's the thing I don't understand. Y'all not patient, but then if you give it up, you get mad at him. Hold on.
Okay?
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Oh, are we about to see something? Are we about to get some?
My phone.
I'm about to go.
Let me ask you something real quick before I get into that. What you think about that girl who came off the pole and fell and bust her ass?
Oh, bust her mouth?
Bust her mouth, yeah, I'm sorry.
And her jaw?
Yeah.
I can't.
Bust her ass, bust everything.
I was so taken aback by when she fell on the floor, how she kept twerking. I was like, bitch, your whole shit is
that had to be an adrenaline rush. It had to be because there's no way.
That's black people one-on-one. When you fall, you look around,
keep it moving,
and
right?
You get off. It don't matter how much extreme pain you in, how bad you bleed. You got to fucking pay out because we are so concerned about how we look. She did not take into account that her ass probably just fell 80 feet.
So
on her face first, and everybody.
And they got back up and started. Okay, so let me ask, before we go, because we about to go wrap it up real quick. We've been on this John damn.
Oh, why? We're having a good time. Why?
We only been on 15 minutes, nigga. Shut up.
Man, look, here's the thing. Okay, I want to ask y'all this, and RNA don't tell us, and I'm not offending you or nothing, but I want. Did you put powder on? Because you got powder coming right through your shorts.
Probably my ass. That's probably like the white line in my shorts.
Yeah. So RNA, this is what we're gonna do. I want to guess your name, your stripper name. I want all of us to guess, and you just tell us who hit it or what. I'm gonna say Strawberry.
God.
That was your stripper name. TJ, what do you think her stripper name was?
Strawberry.
What you think it was, Chris?
Lord. Some generic shit.
Ecstasy.
What was it?
Kamari.
Oh, shit.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't a stripper name.
It was.
That's a car.
Well, here's the thing. Is because I worked at a club. Good guys and JPs have predominantly white men, right? So like if you go up to them and you say, my name's Strawberry, they're gonna be like, oh, that's not your name. What's your real name? And I got tired of those questions.
So you danced at a white club?
At first I did.
Well, the money
ain't got no rhythm and no booty.
Well, at first I did, but then I went to Louis Rogue on 5th and K, and that was a totally different animal.
So difference between the dancing for white men and black men, what was the difference? Give me like 2 or 3.
White men really wanted, you could tell that they just wanted some sort of companionship, right? Like they just wanted to talk. Them motherfuckers would just throw you hundreds just to talk to them.
Because their wife ain't giving a fuck.
Are they hiring in this quarantine? Are they hiring?
Their wife was out fucking the black man while they was at the strip club.
No, they was at Target and shit.
Yeah. And then at the black club, them niggas wanted to see your ovaries. You know what I mean? Like they wanted you on stage. They wanted you playing with yourself. They wanted you almost to degrade yourself for their pleasure.
Yes.
And that was one of the biggest things where white men, when they're looking at you on stage, when they come up to your stage, they're very much like, you know, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're this, you're that. But at a black club, a nigga's like, you know,
turn around. Let me see that ass.
Yeah, he'd be like, bend over, twerk that
Like
shit a
me?
little harder.
Like with me, I don't understand how dudes can go to a strip club where they can't touch the strippers. I can't do that. That does nothing for me. If I can't get a lap dance, I'm not coming to the strip club.
Okay, that's one.
I'm not going to a strip club anyway because I'm not giving no bitch my money. I ain't fucking.
I'm talking about
Why I gotta be a bitch?
I'm talking about back
because you don't even drink, so you wouldn't even meet the drink minimum at a strip club.
I mean, I can buy water, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that I know, and you're gonna agree with it, or you're just not gonna say nothing. Strippers ain't gonna fuck nobody that's tipping them.
I would say that's not true.
No,
I would say strippers are gonna fuck.
She a stripper, TJ. How you gonna argue with her? How you gonna
That has a dollar bill.
Go ahead, say that again, Annie.
I didn't fuck enough strippers to know that as long as you tipping
You
them,
dirty bird, you fucking dirty bird.
as long as you tipping them, they want to keep you on the hook to keep getting money from them. They not gonna fuck nobody that's tipping them.
TJ emptied his whole bank account.
It's entry level prostitution. Any pimp would tell you
401k.
Entry level prostitution. As long as you're giving up money, she's going to treat you like a trick. She's going to treat you like a customer. She's never going.
So you're a trick.
I don't trip. I don't tip. I'm not tipping.
He cashed app. That's what
he did. That's basically what it is.
What's that, Trump?
You coming in just to pick out the one you want. You gonna fuck and leave.
Look, if I catch her eye, if she talk to me, I talk to her.
TJ's valid then. Just call TJ.
She'll be
more. Can I tell y'all something? Can I tell y'all something?
What?
As much as I've been negating a lot of shit that TJ's been saying, I'm gonna tell you he's right. And let me tell you why though. Because when my husband came in, he didn't come in to see me. As a matter of fact, I cornered my husband and told him that he wasn't leaving until I got his number because he was the finest thing that has walked in there that had all of his teeth in his mouth. So so he didn't tip me. Now he came back in a couple times after that and he never tipped me. And now I'm married to him. So
I need to go to find me a stripper wife. No, never.
Because he didn't tip me, never, not even $1, right? But I was most intrigued by him because I was like, he was the only man that would sit like near the stage and not tip, and I'd be like, what the fuck is up with this nigga? You're intrigued by it, right? And you're wondering because you're like, I know I'm fine as shit.
I'm fine as shit, and all these niggas is giving me attention and throwing money at. What is it about that nigga that he's not paying no attention to me? I gotta find out. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I fucked enough strippers in my day to know the worst fucking thing you can do.
That's how you know you old when you say in my day.
Because I used to go to the strip club, nigga.
Yeah, I ain't been a strip club. I ain't been a strip club
back in 1974 when I used to go to the strip club at the Boom Boom Room.
Oh, boom, boom, room. All right, y'all, look, we about to get out of here. We've been on here.
This is gonna be sound that's in your bedroom tonight.
I'm cool with that.
We're gonna do a check-in in about 14 days.
About 14 days.
All right, 2 weeks from this Friday, if y'all don't mind. If y'all not doing anything, I want to check in, especially with you, Chris. We know you good on there. You about to, as soon as you get up off there, you know, she already cooked dinner, and now, you know, like, so we ain't gonna hold him up for long.
He's kind of leaning in the doorway and nothing but his drawers. he like, with his stick hanging out the dig hole. Like, you gonna get off that motherfucking computer or not?
You know, the Duke.
He's probably laying in her lap right now.
You know, the Duke has it, Joey.
No, he's going like Birdman.
That's what it is. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Dudes Talk Shit. We did an hour and 23 minutes. It definitely wasn't supposed to go that long, but we did it. It was fun. So we'll come back and see you when we see you. And
we'll come back with Chris.
And I had a question about head, but I'll save it for the next time.
No, go ahead.
No,
yeah, save it for the next time. That shit might go to an hour and 45 minutes. We ain't got time for that. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all on the next break.
All right, peace out.
Bye.
Call me TJ.